I just wanted to do this video because some people have asked me about it, about how Harry and Meghan Markle are able to get away with so much, and why do I care? I want to share a few things with you. I want you to bear with me. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you guys because you've been so nice to me. I do delete comments that are simply abusive and name calling because I have no time for that. If we want to engage in a positive discussion and you have information where you think I'm wrong, I'm more than happy to hear it. I don't care. I want to really stress that I don't care what Harry Mountbatten Windsor or Meghan Markle do, but I do care what the Duke and Duchess of Sussex do and say. And the reason for that is because I am part of the Commonwealth. I used to donate to the Royal Foundation up till this year. I am a royalist. And I do believe that if as a neutral institution, the monarchy is kick-ass. I really do, because it is the reason why it's supposed to remain politically neutral is because the UK represents everybody. The monarchy represents everybody. I mean, absolutely everybody. The UK and all the Commonwealth countries, and therefore they have different political beliefs. And the only way that they can be a healing form of diplomatic source is by them remaining neutral, which is why Meghan Markle and Prince Harry and even Charles meddling so much is so dangerous, and it diminishes the prestige of the royal family. Anyways, I actually wanted to read something to you, which is about gaslighting. I'm gonna have to put it here because the wind is over there. And this is what I got about the 11, that's my house over there, about what gaslighting is and the 11 symptoms or the 11 signs you should look out for gaslighting. People who are gaslighters are constant liars. The 11 symptoms are blatant lies, obviously. They deny even with proof that they are. If you have the proof that they're lying, they still deny it. They use what's near and dear to you as ammunition. So they will use, for example, your children, your family, anybody, like to hurt you or to put you away from or get you away from them. Their actions do not match their words. They throw positive reinforcement to confuse. For example, just like Archewell, it is, if you read it, you would think it's a wonderful thing. You might even think it's a charity, but it really is not. It's a for-profit organization. So it's like they're telling you, it's like, when when an abuser person is beating you and they're telling you it's for your own good and they're punching you. Yeah. They know confusion weakens people, which is why they throw things out there just to keep people like crazy chickens. When you cut a chicken's head, the body still runs around for a little bit. Well, I'm a farmer, so this is how I know. So, this is what they do. I do believe this is what they're doing with all the stories. I do believe that they're doing that on purpose to keep people away from the real issues, which I will get into. They project. What does that mean? They are the ones who are lying, but they call everybody else liars. They're the ones who are abusive, but they call you abusive. They are the ones who are racist, and they call you racist. Why do I say that Meghan Markle is racist? Well, she's racist. She didn't even invite her black family to her wedding. She's always gone as Caucasian. The only two black features that could identify her as black was her nose, her hair, and her speech. She has basically altered all of those to look as white as possible. She's only been with white men, but they are racist. Prince Harry was even wearing a swastika at some point, but yet he denies it or blames it on somebody else. They try to align people against you and for them, which means that they get a die-hard set of fans that will do anything for them, and they use them to propagate their lies or their messages. You know, like they think that by repeating and repeating lies, they will become true. And they tell others that you're crazy, or that whatever it is that you're saying is crazy. And the last, they claim that everybody else is lying and that reality is the truth. It's the truth. So if that sounds familiar, I think that we can all agree that it does. Sorry, I'm just holding this. We have basically the description of Harry and Meghan Markle. I'm gonna go a little bit on tangents in a couple of things, but then at the very end it will tie together. Please just bear with me. For example, there's a guy that I follow. His name is Alex Belfield. He's actually really good. I really enjoy his videos. But he keeps going on and on about how Harry is a hostage. He's not. How Meghan bewitched him with her beautiful looks. No, she didn't. She wasn't even his type. How Meghan was a hot girl in school. No, she wasn't. She was awkward, not very popular, kept to herself. So I don't know where he's getting that. And he makes it sound as though she beguiled Harry, because it's like as though he'd never been with a beautiful woman before, and Meghan came along. I'm putting in the video, you will see that I put two pictures, Cressida and Chelsea. Cressida was unbelievably gorgeous. What a beautiful looking woman. She was also an aristocrat, so she knew the circles that they moved in. She's known Harry's family for a long time. In many ways, they were a match made in heaven. And she was blonde, what he likes. And then we have Chelsea, his on and off girlfriend for 8 years. That girl comes from an extremely wealthy family, South African. She's really into helping nature and, you know, promoting South Africa and into really like what Harry was into for many years. And that woman is gorgeous. Have you seen her body? I'm putting the pictures there, but you can Google it yourself. So that argument makes no sense whatsoever, that Harry was beguiled by Meghan Markle. He wasn't. What attracted him? Meghan Markle, and I'm going to say this, I know what my looks are. I know I'm not an attractive woman. This is not about me. This is basically facts. Harry had dated blonde girls, tall, beautiful, successful blonde girls. You know, that's what he preferred. And then comes Meghan Markle, an older, aging white woman, but not his type. She has really skinny legs, no ass, no tits, no waist, a passable face, heavily altered with plastic surgery, but still a mildly attractive face, you know, with a fake personality. But she was buying his Kool-Aid, because both Chelsea and Cressida, if this is to be believed, have come out and said that they didn't agree with Harry's plans. I can imagine that Harry's plans have always been to be the main guy, because he has always envied Prince William. So they weren't willing to go along what he was selling, but Meghan was. Meghan was. So they were one made for each other. I truly don't think that Harry thought that I think he knew that he would be spending time in the US, you know, but he never thought that he would move permanently there. I don't think he saw this happening. I thought that he truly did believe that he was going to be allowed to be in the States and basically abuse all of his privileges and, you know, spend sometimes in the States, you know, but I don't really think he thought he'd get this far. I really do believe that. But now he's stuck basically. Now he's stuck. So what happens with that? Why do I have a problem with Harry and Meghan? As nowadays, she doesn't even use her name. She only uses the Duchess of Sussex. Let me just change this a bit. Yeah, sorry about that. Why do I have a problem with that? Well, I don't know. You know, I think it's all over the news that Prince William just launched this £50 million prize for earth shot price, which is unbelievable. It's amazing. I mean, what a guy. He's so beautiful. I really do like him a lot. Yet, why was he able to do that? Why? Because of who he is, his title. Because it was Prince William from one of the most prestigious royal families in the world who called upon these people to come together with him. Do you know how much 50 million pounds is? I mean, so why is he able to do that? Because his title puts him in a position to do so. Because people will trust that he's doing things, that the money will go where it says it will go, that he will do what he says he is doing. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, because his title puts him in a position of credibility, accessibility, which is very important here, because he has access to these kind of people. Yeah, and because he's not doing it for himself, not to gain anything for himself. He's doing it for Earth, you know, to reward people, to come with excellent ideas to save the Earth, which I'm a big fan of, by the way. So, yeah, I had that. But unfortunately, this same privileges apply to Harry and Meghan by extension. What do I mean with that? Meghan now has access to people, platforms that she would have never even gotten. They were so alien to her, like you walking to the moon. It would have been impossible for her to get anywhere near. So what happens with that? That her crazy ideas have credibility because of she spews those ideas using the titles. So the same umbrella that gives Prince William credibility, respectability, and accessibility to these people and to be able to raise these funds applies to these two. But they're not, unlike Prince William, Harry and Meghan are using it. Those are using those privileges for financial gain, not to help anybody, and doing all these shady deals to this day. And why are also those titles so crucial? They are crucial because police and authorities, they drag their feet to investigate their ongoing shady deals, and they hide behind that. They hide behind the fact that they are not going to be prosecuted, or that it's going to take a long time, or if they're caught with something, they're giving the chance to fix it, where others would get punished. So Prince William is a beautiful example of representing the monarchy, the UK, and the Commonwealth, which is duty, helping others, credibility, respectability, honorability. Prince Charles, Camilla, Harry, and Meghan Markle are not. They're all onto themselves. Now, why has Harry and Meghan been able to get away with so much? One of my YouTube channel people said to me that, gave me a little information, which is that Camilla was providing information to this guy called this reporter called Stuart Higgins from the beginning. Every week, at least once or twice a week. From the beginning of Diana and Charles' marriage. I did some digging, and it's much worse than that. There's a saying in Spanish where it goes like, if you have a nanny and you're taking care of a child, and then you pinch the kid or you punch him or beat him, and then the kid of course cries. But then you tell people, see what I have to put up with? The child doesn't stop crying. But then the nanny doesn't tell that she's the one who's beating him up, so the poor kid is crying. So Camilla early on started calling this Stuart Higgins to provide and manipulate the press into portraying Princess Diana as crazy. They didn't say that she had an eating disorder because of all the nasty things that Prince Charles and Camilla were doing to her. And Camilla did this for years. And I started looking at all the early articles about this guy, that how they were portraying Princess Diana as unstable, as this crazy woman, how she kept Prince Charles away from his friends, sorry. And it wasn't like that. There also were gaslighting, because they were projecting onto Princess Diana what they were doing. Because Princess Diana, and this is in all accounts that you can see, that how she spent her time alone. She didn't have any friends come over. She would do all these engagements, and Charles would be off with Camilla and his friends. Well, Princess Diana was sat alone on her own without anybody to talk to. But they were telling people that it was Diana, Princess Diana, keeping him away. That it was Diana who was the crazy one. So, and also Prince Charles has done a lot of very shady deals. He meddles with everybody. He says, do this, you have to do this, but he doesn't do it himself. He talks about the environment. Great. He has a whole fleet of cars, and he's Mr. Private Jet. He flies private everywhere. Again, he tells other people what to do, but he doesn't do it himself. You know that recently found out that they have changed, Balmoral, and the Queen doesn't own all the castles, but the ones that she owns have been put in a company's name that they have created. So when she dies, well, actually Prince Charles is the monarch, would be the monarch, so he doesn't pay death taxes. But they're in anticipation, and to avoid paying taxes right now, they pay voluntary taxes, but just in case they have to, they've put some of their properties under that company's name. And Prince Charles has been meddling for many years with members of parliament, so their finances and the finances of the royal family would not be looked upon. So he is a shady individual. So he can't. He's another. They're just exactly like, and he's entitled just like Harry, and just like Meghan, and just like Camilla. So this is why Harry and Meghan have been allowed to get away with so much. Because first of all, Prince Charles and Camilla do not have the moral nor legal ground to stand on to tell them, hey, you can't do that. Because they've been doing it for years themselves. Anyways, I just wanted to cover it a little bit. I'm sorry it's a little bit of a longer video. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys for those who bought me coffee and chocolate, hot chocolate. I actually need it, it's quite cold. I thought you enjoyed being here around and see my house. It's right behind there. There, you can see it. So thank you very much. And I hope you have a pleasant Sunday. Bye-bye.